Hello, everybody. Welcome back to FSX, and we are on the ground here in Kansas City. As you can see, it's a little noisy out here. We got some airplanes taxiing around here at Gate 35, and we'll be pushing back, and we're going to head into St. Louis. Now, I know I've done this flight so many times, but this is the first time we've done it with the A320 that I recently got, so I do want to show off this external model a little bit, as it is quite beautiful. I mean, take a look at the detail on this model. It is gorgeous. I mean, you have the chonks, you have the cones, you have, I mean, it's just an unbelievable looking airplane. With that said, let's get inside and get things rolling because we got a lot to do. Alrighty, here we are in the A320. Here's the cockpit, and everything is shut down. So we are going to be doing a cold and dark state. So let's go ahead, and I have my Easy Dock already ready to go for such things. Oops, I already passed it, damn it. It freaks out a little bit. To the overhead panel. First things first, we want to turn our batteries on. There they are. And what we could do is we could go ahead and turn on our APU. That's the first thing we want to do. APU master switch on, APU start. And with the batteries on, we'll just go ahead and turn the nav lights on as well. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work from the left side down in each quadrant. But first I just want to make sure that the APU is good like it is there. And the first thing we do is we want to move our IRS to align. So we want to put these in nav mode. So let's go ahead and do that. We go 1, 2, then 3. So here's 2 and then 3. Wait for that light to go out like so. So those are in nav mode. They're good. The IRSs will take a while to align. Next thing on the list, we just kind of go through all of our, starting at the bottom here. This stuff doesn't really matter to us as we have no lights. This is a kind of airplane that requires all of the lights to be pretty much out. It's a dark cockpit setup. So moving up, we can see how everything is aligned there. In the center, we have everything is set how I wanted it. I wanted the nav lights on. Beacon's not on yet. We're not getting ready to start the engine. We start our APU master switch. Probe heat, we're going to turn that on. It's just window heat, so they don't ice up at when we need them. We have 2 faults on our packs, obviously, because the engines aren't running right now. And the Gen 2s are at fault because they are not running. But we have external power available to us. We're not going to use it. APU Gen is on right now because it's black. It's not white, not telling us. These are fuel pumps. Now, computers run them, so we just turn these all onto auto mode, which we will do, like so. And moving along, we have the engine one, all this good stuff. This is all your fire. If we have a fire, we'd press those in. Doesn't matter. Wiper on the right side. As you can turn your wipers on as needed when it's raining. It's not raining today. Flight controls are all black. Looks good. Data, everybody is happy there. So we can do something that's really cool. We'll just start here and zoom in this way. And it's a little wonky. But reset IRS to nav is what it's telling us. We're going to deal with that, and we will align the IRS completely inside of the MCDU. Now, normally you have an FMS or FMC or whatever you want to call them. FMC is a flight management computer, and an A320 it's called the CDU. So it's like center display unit, multi-control center. I don't know what that is. I forget what it is, but managed controlled display unit probably, because they use the word managed a lot in Airbus. So anywho, we can go to checklist here. And we're not going to have the co-pilot on. If we had that on, that means they would automatically do everything for us. If we get a little stuck, we can cheat and we can turn it on and it'll help us. But checklist we will turn on, and we're going to go ahead and start the cockpit prep. Now, be warned that they aren't going to be American people. They're going to be English. Not a big deal. But let's go ahead and start cockpit prep.
Okay, let's start with the cockpit preparation checklist.
I forgot we turn our PFDs on here.
Both on. APU is on.
Navigation
How we like them.
Are on.
Engine master.
Both off.
Engine mode selector.
Check normal.
Landing gear lever.
Checked.
Yep.
Is off.
That where we want it. Whoa.
Checked position.
Don't want too crazy there.
Check retracted.
Oh, I turned this one up.
Idle.
Transponder mode.
Checked standby.
Yep. Stand by. And we're gonna flip that on.
Set on.
ECAM recall.
ECAM recall. This is our ECAM little computer here, and you'll see it here in a second. I was trying to turn it up. Forgot to do that. As you can see there, we want to hit the recall switch. Oh, we want to clear that first, and then hit the recall switch. Oh, okay, they want a door closed. part of the cockpit prep. So what we want to do there is go to return. We're going to go to aircraft doors, and we're going to close the left front door.
You can recall.
Yeah, we will here in a second. Hold on. There we go. We'll hit the recall button.
Checked.
Make them happy.
Skid.
Is on.
Flight director.
Is
Captain,
on.
the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Emergency lights. Oh, we forgot to arm those. We need to arm those, right, like this.
Set.
No smoking signs.
Those need to be set forward on.
Set on.
There we go.
Are off.
Yep.
Window heat.
Auto.
Air condition.
Checked.
Yep.
Ventilation panel.
Checked.
Electric panel.
Checked.
Yep, those are all good. We checked those earlier.
Are on.
Fuel pumps were on.
Checked.
Hydraulics are checked.
Checked.
Ground proximity warning system.
Are on.
She wanted the aqua brake. We probably need to turn that on.
Is on.
ADIRS.
Checked.
Emergency equipment.
Checked.
Just like that. That's what gives you that sound. It's the electric pump for the hydraulics. Oh, what did she say? Oh, are we talking about this now? No. Emergency something. I know she said something. Well, we're going to cheat and turn the co-pilot on to help us. We have a cabin door still. It's showing open. Why? Oh. We need to close it. Maybe that's what they're waiting on. It had to be open, maybe it had to be closed. I don't know.
Before start checklist.
Yep, that's what it was. So now we're going to the checklist for the before
Closed and locked.
start checklist.
APU is on.
APU bleed.
APU bleed isn't on. That's what we forgot to do.
Set on.
Now it is.
External power.
All right, they want the external power removed, so let's go back to return.
Power?
Yeah, I know. Shut up. We'll go to ground services, and we'll make sure the external GPU
Disconnected
outside
and off.
is disconnected. And it'll tell me to go and release
Is
the
on.
or remove the wheel chocks
Idle.
and the cones.
Parking brake.
Parking brake. Oh, you need to set that.
Set on.
Barrel reference.
1013.
1013.
Yep, there 1013 is our QNH. Beacon is coming on now.
Set on.
Checklist complete.
Checklist complete. Very quickly, let's set up our CDU here. So let's go down to it. And what we'll do is we'll go to initial first. And we're going to be doing KMCI to St. Louis. So Kilo Sierra Tango Lima. We'll put that there like so. None for now. Or just hit return. Let's go ahead and align the IRS. When we do that, now we have our little PFDs and all that good stuff there, as you can see. So cost in flight number, let's just say that we're going to be 221 today. It doesn't matter. Cost index, we're going to do 70. Let's do 77 today. We're not really concerned about fuel. Cruise, we're going to be at flight level 250 today, so we can just do 250 there. Let's throw that in there. Let's go to the next page. Block. This is important. I got this earlier from the fuel planner when I set it up, and we've got 8,000 in each tank, which gives us 16 to get to St. Louis, more than enough. Gave us a block fuel actually of 15.8 is what it is, 15,000.8. So we'll put 15.8 in there, like so. So it has that information. We hit next on that. Those are just making sure everything's good there, which it is. Now we go to the flight plan. So out of Kansas City, we want to go to departure. And we're going to be doing one left, runway one left. And we're going to be doing it via the Lakes 8 departure today with a COU transition, like so. We'll hit insert. We're going to have discos. These are called flight plan discos, discontinuities. And you have to remove those so we don't have any issues. Also here, you can see we have one left, and then they want us to go on a heading of 1013, which is 1430 is what like the navigation whatever coordinate would be. So we don't need that. I don't want the airplane to be yelling at us, so we're gonna get rid of that. Manually means we're manually flying it. We're gonna remove that as well. And we're gonna hit clear, and we're gonna clear out that disco. So we're gonna take off one left. We're gonna MCI. Then we got a speed limit. And then we're gonna hit Alpha November X-ray. And then there's our top of the climb. And we can go up to go down this, actually, and make sure everything looks good. Frank, the COU, there's our problem. We want our top descent after COU. Let's hit clear. We'll clear the disco. Keep going down. St. Louis, and a flight plan. So we don't have a thing for St. Louis, so we need to go to St. Louis here, and we need to do an arrival. We're doing the Kayla. Well, actually, let's pick our runway. Let's just go with 30 left, I believe is what it's going to be today. So let's go 30 left. There we go. Via the Kayla 1. And we don't need a transition. We already have one in there, so let's just hit insert. So we're going to have some discos. I already know it, so let's go down and clear those out. There's Kayla to Big Mac to Gibby to Ozzy to Snyder to Hoot to Pija to Flood. And then there's our problem. Manual, and we don't need to worry about that. And we don't need to worry about you. Flood to Joyce to Moyd to St. Louis, 30 left. Now you can see where it gets blue. That is our, that's for our go around if we do a missed approach procedure. But everything else looks pretty darn good. And we can look at it by, just look at it, by doing this. Let's go ahead and, oh, you know what? I could have just made this easier on myself, but I didn't. We'll go to plan mode, and it takes a minute for that to show the change. And then we can move our arc way out here. Here's about 80. And when we go through it, you'll see a step through it. See, there's Frank intersection, like so. The COU, like so. Then there's our top of descent. Then to Kayla intersection. Let's get a little closer so you can actually see it. Let's go 20 miles. There's Kayla. Looks good. We've got Big Mac. We've got Gibby. We've got Ozzy to Snyder to Hoot to Rajah to Flood. Then to Joyce. Then to Moyd to 30 left. Because it's an RNAV, so that's why we have this all ready to go. So that is the Kayla 1 arrival. And everybody looks good there. So we can just go back to performance here. And we just need to tell the computer for our V-speeds what flaps we're using, which we're using a flap 1 today. So let's go ahead and tell it we're doing flap 1. So it's a V1 of 148, rotation at 149, and V2 at 151. We are pretty heavy with passengers, so that's why that is like that. And I just hit a button to make it do a random loadout, essentially. So with that done, let's get on to the next checklist so we can get out of here. Before... Okay, they don't want to remove these damn wheel chocks. Now they do, finally. Okay. So let's back to the checklist here. And we need to do a start push. So we're going to do a push back of... We do not need that many feet. Let's just do like 50 feet straight back. I'll be happy with that. There we go. Then we can start it.
Flight deck to ground.
Let them know we're ready to go.
ATC clearance for push and start received. So please confirm ground equipment and services are clear.
Please confirm. Roger. Let's go back to arc mode on this. And 20's fine for now.
Ground equipment and jetway clear.
We'll do a departure at 5,000 feet.
Start pushback.
Today. So we'll do that.
Roger.
We won't arm the auto throttles yet, but with speed and heading, we're going to put these in manage mode. When I do this, that means the flight computer is going to take care of the speed and the heading and all that good stuff with the autopilot. That's how you would normally do it. They want us to remove the speed brake or the parking brake. Parking brake is released. They're going to start our pushback. Okay. And we do have beacon on.
Clear
ready to go.
Start both engines.
Is okay.
And starting the engines is no big thing at all. You basically... We're going to get clearance to start both engines, so we're going to start engine 2 first by turning on the master switch to 2, and then the start. Ooh, there it is. Starting 2. And 2's coming online pretty good there. We go to the engine mode there. This is pretty good for a pushback here in a second. We'll stop them once we get pushed back pretty decently. Like so. There's the end of our pushback, and we will set our parking brake. And now we can start engine 1. Engine 1 master switch on. Starting 1. So they're in start mode, and then once we're done, they're going to want the ignition mode to be back on normal, but that'll be within the checklist, so we'll just follow it.
Okay, tow bar disconnected.
Tow
No
bar
steering
disconnected.
pin removed and all clear signals at the right. Have a good flight.
Thank you. You have a good day yourself. We'll see you next time. We're on page 2
Let's
already?
proceed with the after start checklist.
No, okay. I was about to say.
Engine mode selector.
Set.
Set to normal.
APU bleed.
APU bleed is going to be off.
Set off.
APU master.
Set off.
Turn the
Ground
APU off.
spoilers.
Ground spoilers, we'll double check these guys. Usually if I go like this.
Set.
There we go.
Rudder trim.
Check 0.
Uter rudder trim. Oh, we want to do pitch trim. They're kind of finicky with this. We need 0.2 on the down. So let's try doing that. They want it perfect though. So to do that, we'll just hit the co-pilot and he'll just set it perfect.
Set.
There we go.
Flight control.
Flight controls time. So we need to go down to our ECAM and go to flight controls right there. And we can see them there. And we are going to test them by this. We'll go full left,
Full left.
then neutral, full right,
Full right.
then neutral.
Neutral.
Then we go full back,
Full up.
or back up, yeah, neutral, full down,
Full down.
neutral.
Neutral.
There you
Rudder.
go. Rudder. Full right. Neutral. No, they want left first. So full left.
Full left.
Neutral. Full right.
Full right.
Neutral.
Neutral.
Looks good.
Check. Flaps.
Flaps. We want to set those for takeoff. So let's go ahead and do that now. We need a flap of 1. Button's not working.
Flaps 1
Anti-ice.
There it
are
goes.
off.
ECAM status.
Checked.
ECAM door page.
We want to go to the door page on the ECAM like so. Where you at? Door, right there.
Checked.
Hand signal.
Received.
We're good to go. Checklist complete. Now we're going to ready for taxiing, which we're going to get our clearance here from ground to taxi.
International ground, Airbus November 327 November Whiskey with Delta.
Airbus really? Come on, it's Delta 221.
November 327 November Whiskey, taxi to hold short of runway 1, left, taxiway Delta Alpha 11, contact tower on 105.75.
Delta Alpha 11. Okay, we'll do that.
Taxi, hold short runway 1, left, using taxiway Delta Alpha 11.
Start a taxi
Taxi
checklist. Ready to go, babe.
International ground, November 5.
Those lights come on now.
With Delta ready to
Set
taxi
on.
IFR. November 50.
As required.
Taxi to hold short of runway 1, left,
A little bit of power. We'll check our brakes.
Press pedal. 0.
Looks good.
Auto brakes.
Auto brakes. Oh, we want those on max in case we have a rejected takeoff.
Checked.
Flight instruments.
Checked.
Check. Field config.
Takeoff config. I'm not sure what she wants from me there, so I'm going to turn the autopilot on, or the co-pilot on for that one.
Set.
Checklist complete.
I don't know what it was, but okay. All right, as we head down here towards runway 1 left, we can go ahead and start our before takeoff checklist so we can get it on the way.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
It won't take us long to get to the runway and take off.
Before takeoff checklist.
Brake temperature.
Checked.
Brake pads.
Are off.
Engine mode selector.
Check normal.
Normal. Yep. Gas. Well, they want a special switch for that, so let's go ahead and just have him do it really fast.
TA and RA tilde above.
Exterior lights.
Exterior lights. It's going to be our landing lights and all that good stuff, so let's go ahead and put those guys on. We're going to be getting out of here quick. And wing light on. Turn off's off. What else did you want? Oh, strobes.
Set on.
Yep.
Lighting cables.
Stowed.
Stowed.
Checklist complete.
Checklist complete. We're almost there. So let's go ahead and flip over to tower and let them know we're ready to go here in a second. Oh, he wanted TA only, not RA. Okay. Just traffic avoidance, not resolution. All right, we're down here at the end of the runway waiting for this King Air to take off, and then we're going to be ready to go to the next page here. It'll just go to the takeoff checklist automatically. We turn our chronometer on here, and we'll click it on the CHR mode when we're ready to take the runway. There he goes, like so. Let's just call up a tower, let them know we're ready to go here.
Airbus November 327 November Whiskey, runway 1 left, ready for takeoff, straight out departure. Airbus November 327 November Whiskey, taxi into position and hold.
Now line up and wait on 1 left for us.
Position and hold. Airbus 7 November
Which I've got to update on the edit voice pack to line up and wait. It's just still set on the old position and hold. Because FSX is so old, it goes by the old phraseology. So we're going to line up like so. Everybody's looking good here.
Airbus November 327 November Whiskey, cleared for takeoff, runway 1 left.
We're clear for takeoff, so let's go ahead and advance our throttles.
Clear for takeoff, runway 1
Auto throttle come on now. Line. And we'll set it to takeoff.
Okay, let's go. Take off.
There's flex 50. Looks good. And takeoff set. Now I am using the joystick, so I got my joystick set up on the left of my desk, and I will be using the side stick on it. Yep, power set. There's 80 through that.
Check.
Yep, cross-checked. Looks good. We went 148. Lot of runway used today. A little bit of bumps there. P1, rotating. Pull back on the sticks a little bit, like so. On up she goes. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up. There we go, like so. And what I'm going to do here is in the flight plan, I'm going to get rid of the MCI. We're just going to go direct to the to ANX. Well, actually, let's just fly the route we're supposed to. No harm in that. Okay, looks good. We're going to have to put the flaps up.
Flaps up.
So we don't cross over 220 near there. When you go to climb thrust, we pull that back.
Climb thrust.
The climb thrust, which I'm just doing is moving the throttles back. I'm still under manual control right now of the airplane. And we're going to go ahead and turn the autopilot on, so
Autopilot
it will
is on.
fly it. Nope, it wants to go the other way. Okay, so we'll let it do what it wants to do. I was going to make that left turn initially, but I figured it would be a long way around. The issue with a lot of these SIDs out of Kansas City is they use that VOR, the MCI VOR, and if you don't remove it, it wants to fly to it no matter what, so it's kind of stupid. Let's bring the flaps up. What are we doing here? Yeah, flaps are supposed to go up.
After takeoff, check.
Little darling. Here's 5,000 feet. Let's go ahead and increase this up to
Check.
250 today for our heading. Not heading, for our altitude. So 250. There's 250. Spoilers. Remove them back
Set.
to set them.
Check. Retracted.
Yep. Flaps are up.
Gear up. Lights off.
Yep. Oh, we forgot to hit our chrono. Oh well, no biggie. Stereo lights. They want us to turn off the runway turn off, and the nose all the way
Set
off.
Both on.
Yep. Packs are on.
Are off.
Yes.
Checked.
TCAS is on.
1013.
Yeah, 1013.
013.
Checklist is complete. It's pretty much a perfect day here out of Kansas City. That's for sure. We're gonna be making the left turn back towards the airport to cross over the VOR. Now, to me, I wouldn't have done that. I would have made the right turn, but if we would have done that, we would have screwed up the whole whatever it wanted to do in the flight plan. It would have kept wanting to go back to MCI. Yeah, I could have deleted it out of there, but I'm just not going to take chances today since this is our first flight with this. Our very first flight. Should be fun. All right, we crossed over the MCI VOR, and now we're making our turn out to Alpha November X-Ray, which is on a course of 111, and the airplane is starting its turn there, as you can see. All the speed is managed, and all we have to do is just get to cruise, and we'll be on the cruise checklist. Everything else is checking out pretty good so far.
Lights off.
Above 10,000 feet, so lights are coming off now and retracted. And we'd also turn our wing light off. Oh, a little bit of bumps here. A little bit of turbulence. To do that, we'll just flip the light or the seatbelt just to let people know we're experiencing some turbulence. And to remain seated currently with their seatbelts fastened, because this is usually after 10,000 feet they started the... No. Okay, we're at cruise. What? No, I don't know what they're saying back there. Hard to say. But no, I flipped it on just so they wouldn't get up, but it looks like they decided they wanted to do it anyway, so that's fine. Alrighty, we've crossed over Alpha November X-Ray already. We're at 16.7. Once we get to 18,000 feet, we are going to go ahead and move into and pull our pressure to the standard instead of the QNH being at 1013. What QNH is basically is like our altimeters are set, you know, like 299 or 2 would be standard. QNH 1013 is standard, so that's pretty much what it is today. It's we are using active sky, but it's just a perfect day and perfect pressure, so that's why we're getting a QNH of that. That's what QNH is pretty much.